Okay, welcome everybody. Hope you all had a great weekend. So, okay. Thank you, Gina. All right. So, once again, just going through what you'd be seeing. If this was the beginning of your trading session and you've just opened your computer, then the process is basically get your 15-minute chart out. Okay, so once again, this is the all sessions. All sessions, that means instead of having a morning and afternoon, for those that can handle the 3 different colors, these are all 8-hour sessions. Okay, the green, the blue, and the gray. Now, as you can see here, the candles are an unfinished blue box, so they're the afternoon session. So if we're going to trade that, then we go to the previous completed shaded area, which is the green. So we unhook those chart scroll and chart shift. Okay. And because this is the current box, the blue box, the current one, the information we need is from the green box. If we're trading the area that's in the green shaded, we'd be using the gray box. Okay. The gray box for morning, green box for afternoon. And if we're going to do and trade the late night session, which is the US, that means we'd be trading in the gray area, the slate gray. Okay. And we can't do the report for that until all the candles are filled up in the blue box. Yep. Okay. So hopefully any confusion people might have had as to what box they should be using. And then once we've finished, okay. So next thing is log into the website. Okay. So I'm doing it from scratch, so you can time me if you like to see how long it takes me, so that you have some idea what you can get into, what sort of time you can do yourself. Okay. So pound Oz. Okay, so I've already put it there. Okay, now all the candles within the box, including the first one and the last one. So in the very first candle of the green box, that's our lowest, and our highest is just there. And we can see in my bottom left-hand area down here, I can see the high price, yep, which is 1.74611. I hit tab, I go to my low, which is 1.74115. Hit tab again and go to the very last candle in the green box, and the close price is 1.74413. Okay. Press calculate. All right, so all the magic numbers are there. Okay. Go to my chart, objects. And the first one I want to get is R3 by 2. Okay. So as you can see over here, R3 by 2. I know most of you have done this a million times, but it doesn't hurt to repeat for those that are still getting used to it. And then I get the R2 by target 1. And I just keep following and matching it up. Okay, what this is going to do is give me all the relevant report lines, and these report lines are pretty much the support and resistance lines. That means important lines that are relevant to the previous 8 hours of trading, what the price action did. And you'll find that price will actually respond and react to these report lines. Okay, now price can only go up or down, and these report lines are both up and down. So the price is going to go up. What we'll do is look up and see which report lines is it going towards. If it's going down, we look down and see which report lines are going to go that it can touch going down. Okay, so makes it easy for us to go and identify take profits, stop levels, etc. And we also have got the relationship of the organic river moving within those report lines. Okay, so we've got a lot going for us using the system and using the visuals. Okay, so we're nearly there. And if you do it enough times, you can talk and copy and paste without making a mistake. I still make mistakes if I try to do too many multitask. Okay, we're nearly there. The reason I'm going over this is because this is basically the foundation of successful, consistent trades. It gives us a framework to view price action that is shaped by the previous 8 hours of price action. Okay, and 2 more. And last but not least, okay, when it's all done, just click the close box, and what we're going to do is just see we've got 3 green lines above the orange, 3 green lines below the orange. Okay, the 2 orange ones are the reversal, S1 and R1. And you'll notice that they're actually labeled, so if you hover your mouse over them, they'll actually tell you. Okay, so we can see 1, 2, 3 greens and 3 pinks. Okay, and inside the 2 reversals, we have a pink that's 10 pips below, and we have a green which is 10 pips above, and then we have the pivot. The pivot is the high plus the low plus the close divided by 3 gives us the pivot. Okay, so having done that, first thing to do once we've made sure that it's correct and looks correct is we update it to be the latest template. That means overwriting any previous ones that we, oops, bam. Okay, so that's what not to do. What I should have done was press save and then put it down. Okay, so that was a bit. So as you can see, talking too much, lost focus, and I have to do it again. How many of you have done that before? I guess we've all done it before. So once again, good to go and keep a clear mind. All right. Now, so as you can see, when we do these things, we just make more work for ourselves. So if you're going to go and get a quick cup of tea, while I quickly do it again. If you've got any questions that you need to ask, you can always put in the chat box. I'll answer them. But from this, we have a pretty good idea of where price wants to go. If you saw last week's webinar, the easiest trades are going to be where we have a vertical line that we've confirmed. That means we get an alert. We went, checked it, it was confirmed, because once it's confirmed, it tells us a lot about what the market's going to do and what its a good stop level is, and what a possible take profits we can have. Now, a trade is made up of an entry, and if you've got an entry, there must be a take profit point that you can see, and a stop level that gives enough room for the price to move so you can get your profit. Okay, so you need, with any entry, you need a stop level and a take profit. Okay, now the other thing, obviously, well, maybe not so obvious, is once we've got that, but even before we've got that, we need to know what sort of risk reward we want to do, how much we're going to risk at any one trade. Whether it's 1% of our capital, 2%, 3%. Okay. And it's annoying when I lose focus, because doing it again just reminds me that I should focus. Okay, so when I ask you that it's a good idea to focus when you do it, you can see I say that because I've experienced it many times myself. So it doesn't matter how many times you do it. Simple things like this do take focus, and we can take our eye off the ball so quickly. Okay. Copy. Take two. Okay. Okay. So we can see the line's in the right place. It looks right. And we save it this time. Click to save. Okay, we want to replace this. Okay, so do you want to replace it? Yes, I've just done all that hard work. I don't want to lose it again and have to do it again, so yes. Okay, so once I've done that, I'm ready to trade. But before I can do that, I'd like to update all my other charts. Okay, so because I've already done it once, I don't have to do it anymore, because I can now just put my saved updated chart on all the other time frames. It's important just to refresh by going to another time frame. I usually go back to 5 and then back to the 1 hour. Okay, to force the template to recalculate and refresh. Okay, you can see a couple of the vertical lines have disappeared, because when you save a template, sometimes it saves objects, and the best way to make sure that those objects are cleaned up is to refresh. Okay. So once again, even though it looks like it's got no leftovers, rather than assume it's just as quick to go and just refresh, yeah? We're nearly there. Okay. Okay, 5. Okay, with the 5, I just usually just go up to the 15 and back. Okay. So the one thing you can notice from my screen is that the report lines are constant and the same lines in every time frame, but you can see that the river for each time frame gives you is different, because a 5-minute river is smaller than a half an hour, smaller than an hour. Okay, these things are all information, because a 5-minute river is still going to be hard to go through, and price is going to respond or react and bounce off it just like it would in a higher time frame. Okay, so from here going up on the 5 minutes, in this view you can see that you get the pivot line, which is a dotted yellow, and then the green riverbank. Yeah, so if price managed to, it's got the riverbank and the report line to go through, so we expect it probably to find some resistance there, maybe bounce, go sideways, and if it wants to go higher, then to the pink limit line. Yep, at that point, if there's no news, we'll probably find a diamond would appear. Okay, so that's what the 5 minute gives us. Coming down, we've got the orange support line, and below that the pink riverbank. Okay, so going up, that's the sort of room we'd be looking at. Any point beyond the diamond, which has the channel line and the pink riverbank. So a safe point for a stop level would be definitely around a pink stop line. Okay, so we've got an idea of, if we're going up, our stop level has to be someplace safe where price is not going to go, so that our price, because is a candle and price just going to go beautifully straight up or straight down? No, it's going to go sideways somewhat and move around, because okay, so over here in this area you can see price wanted to go down, came down a little bit, came up, came down, came up, and then, so it doesn't do it in a straight line. All right, so apart from this river and the report lines, we have windows 2, 3, and 4 to go and show us some of the hidden momentum. Okay, so from window 1, we can see if there's a pink center line, if price action is in the buy or sell zone. Okay, to have some direction and trend, you know. But having some of the hidden momentum pointers like windows 2, 3, and 4, and window 3 definitely, if it's pink, price will be going down. Okay, so generally, if we're going to go for a buy or a sell, we'd like to have window 3 in the right shading. So if it's a sell, I would like to have window 3 pink, and I'd like to have at least one of window 2 or 4 also pink. Yeah. So you're getting the gist that if you're looking down, these are some of the visual supports that will confirm that momentum is going with you. Okay, so this current action here, that we have the orange line crossing below the river center line, and pink in windows 3 and 4, and a vertical line there would indicate that price would like to go up, and where the blue line appeared, river center line's pink. Okay, so would not qualify for a vertical line, but as you can see, price action is in the buy zone. You've got support there, so this would be an option 1 type trading. Yeah. Okay, so option 1, that means, should I put a HP99 to see whether it qualified for a vertical line? It would say no. Okay, so let's put one on. Okay, so once again, Now, yeah. Okay, so it is very close. And price might move a little bit more, and where the blue line is might become dotted, in which case it would then qualify. But at that point, over the last few candles, it didn't qualify, yeah? So it's not an option, it's not a HP99, because HP99. And for the same reason, a vertical blue line. Okay, so once, just to go and make sure. Okay, sorry about that. Now, yes, that's what I was going to do. Okay, your PDFs for HP99. White line is below yellow, so you get green shading. We have that. Okay, so yellow above white. You have green shadings in window 1 between those two. Price open, well, where the blue line is. When we're qualifying a vertical line, all the questions are answered along that line. So I go along that line to see yellow above white. I go here to see if orange is below river center line. Price open below. Then I'd go down to where the blue line is in window 2, and I can see it's pink, window 3. So we don't answer whether blue line is qualified on any other candle other than the one that's actually where the blue line's above. Okay, so this is where the criteria is, and these are the windows we're talking about, where the blue line appears in windows 2, 3, and 4, and in window 1. Okay, so you can see here, as we spoke, because the river's still constantly always moving, and it's just moved a little bit higher because of these last few candles, especially the last one. Okay, so the last one hasn't quite finished, but looks like if it goes and passes or closes close to the white trend line, this may repaint to a dotted yellow. If it does that, what that means is that we'd be looking for, okay, so left handle, M5, so 20 pips. Yeah, okay, so we'd be looking for a price to go. Okay, so we put our line there and 20 pips below. Okay, everything's measured from the candle, left-hand love handle of the candle with the blue line. 20 pips down there. Okay, so we've got our stop level and our take profit level. Yeah, all this is once this is confirmed. Yeah, so let's finish these questions. Orange lines below the dot, yellow or green center. Okay, so let's start it now. Green shadings, Windows 3, green shading, one of those. So we've got green shading window 4. It's still pink in that. Okay, so this line's, well, confirmed as a vertical line. Okay, our first point, take profit, river, green riverbank. Okay, because price will go up there or pass it or spike it, maybe come down, and if it still wants to go up to there, then that's what it's going to do. Okay, but our aim, once a vertical line is confirmed, whether it's HP99 or vertical, the first target is the riverbank it's going towards. For buy, it's always going towards the green riverbank. If it's a sell, it's going to the pink riverbank. Yep. So the coincidence is that the green riverbank is 20 pips and the default 5 minutes for pound Aussie is 20 pips. So there's two things that add up, but that's a desirable target for price. Okay, so as you can see, price can still meander up and down. It can go here, here, here. It may just go straight up in the next candle, but it can do all that. But the thing is, at this point where we confirm that, it's the likely target. Yep. So that's the value of confirming a vertical line. Yep. Because it tells us these things about where price wants to go. Okay, so yeah, price got about 10 pips there from that point, from up here at 9. All right, so over here we still got the potential there. But as you can see, by the time we take our spread, entering here, we've got 8 pips to go. All right. So now notice how, even though we're here, these last couple of candles, during that time, our blue vertical line can still get confirmed. You could see that it wasn't confirmed, but as the market went sideways, and because all these equations and mathematics are done over 20, 50, 100 candles and going through various regressions, linear regressions, etc., and the results are displayed as belief lines, as riverbanks, etc. Right? So it gives us a framework of the extremes. The center is the average price. Yep. Okay. So price is always going to be coming through there, and when it goes to the extreme, we'll come back to average. Okay, because nature doesn't like to be in the extremes. Okay, so as you can see, even as we're talking there, remember this candle price at this point, the close, we're already getting indication that that vertical line was going to be confirmed because it already started showing that it's going to be dotted yellow. Okay, and we already had this marked out. So okay, so we've got about 10 minutes. All right. So what else can we see from our other charts while that's happening? Okay, so in that process, See these candles here? Now, what happened on the 5-minute would have been happening here with this red one. It may have been confirmed on this candle, the candle after it, or may have been confirmed several candles after. But remember, when we ask the questions or to see if criteria is met, is all the windows along that vertical red line or blue line, okay? And once again, 15 minutes, we're looking for 30 pip take profit. Okay, so 30 pips is about very close to that orange line. You can see price hit that, yeah? So, and you'll notice now that I've pointed out that when we've got confirmed vertical lines, they'll be aiming and going towards the opposite river, yeah? And if we've got a diamond with a white line joining it, it's time to exit the trade. Okay, so over here, a dotted white line may have gone there and later went down here. Okay, so at this point we'd have exited, because if we didn't, we would have given back 50 pips. Okay, and we'd have lost the 43 pips that we had in profit. Okay, so we're going to take in that profit, and we could have re-entered in this area, yeah, because price, as indicated by our momentum in windows 2, 3, and 4, still going downwards. Our greedy line has moved back across it. Okay, so these are the times we could be asking the assessor, option 1, trading, and knowing that the vertical line did confirm momentum going down. All right, so and that's the same way, that's the same report lines that we can see. Okay, so over here, after the afternoon report was done, where shadings think here, price was in the sell zone, jumping diamond. Okay, so if it's going to go down, where's the first report line? Green. And if it's going to keep pushing down, what's the next line? Orange. Yep. So that's the value of having these report lines. And because this is going down, it would have told us in our 5 minutes. Okay, sorry. Yep. My error. We can go back to this. Okay, so I'm not sure when the 10 minutes. Okay. So here, this blue line's confirmed, remember? 20 pips. This to the riverbank. Before that 20 pips is our pivot line. Okay, so there's a chance this could push up, hit that, bounce off, and then move back up. Okay, so looking up from this vertical line on its way there, destination for the Green River Bank is there. We've already got a diamond. Okay, so my stomach's saying. So once again, option 1, 2, and 3. Best way to go and confirm what a vertical line is to put a HP 99 template on it. Okay. Now, I did mention last week that when you get a vertical line on your 8-hour template, you can pretty much confirm it as a option-free vertical line. Okay, so if you look at your VL vertical buy line, which is an option-free, its criteria is for a sell. Was there a high time frame blue diamond? Yes. Orange line above dotted yellow or pink. Price action up and above, and pink shading in at least 2 windows. Okay, so even on this one, I can confirm yes, it's a vertical line. But if I want to know whether it's a HP, okay, now HP, the difference between a HP and a vertical is that in a HP 99, generally we're looking for suggest that there may be a 2-for-1 opportunity, and option 3, generally looking for a 1-to-1 opportunity. 20 pip stop loss, 20 pip take profit. Doesn't mean that option 3 can't be a 2-for-1 or 3-for-1. Okay, and in this case, 15 minutes, we're looking for a 30 pip take profit. Okay, so once again, you can see that even on a 8-hour template with the way it's been set up. Okay, before it goes to your 30 pips, it has to pass your green limit line. Okay, so if you want to be super safe, you could have set your take profit at the green. All right, minimum target it was going to go for was 30. All right, so you can see in this instance, knowing it's going to go in this area, then all these candles, all 7 or 8 of them, you could have confirmed a timing entry using the 8-hour report if you like. Okay, so hopefully that answers a lot of questions that, or clarify some of the things you may have been thinking or wondering about. Okay, so if not, this is probably a good point to finish off the webinar, because there's not too much more to say. You've got option 1, option 2, option 3. You do your report lines, and when the alerts come, this is what the alerts mean. Yeah. And if there's anything while you're trading, and the best way to go and get the most out of it is to actually place trades. And if you're in a live account, just put 10-cent lots, and or open the demo and place a trade so you can actually see it happening. Okay, but these alerts, I don't want you to go and sit in front of it for hours. Put your computer on in the other room, have the sound, have it connected to your phone, and just have it pushed to your phone. Okay, and then just come and have a look. Our criteria met. Okay, because when criteria is met, it gives you all that information. And if you, especially in the higher time frames, it gives you a lot of opportunities. Yep. Over here to the Pink River Bank, remember? Okay. So I'll say good night and enjoy this, and I'll put it up and I'll send you the links. Okay. So thank you for your time, and please don't hesitate to ask and post questions or email if you've got anything more. Okay. So thank you. All right. Thank you, guys.